What's up, YouTube? This is Tash Talks Tech. Try saying that 3 times fast. And for those who don't know me, my name is tashombeearl, aka Cali Hustle 619, and this is my technology, videography, cinematography, and everything in between channel. And I figured to start my first video off on this channel, I would do an EDC. Now, for those who don't know what an EDC is, it's the everyday carry. So this isn't my everyday carry, but if I'm gonna go out and I need something with me, this is gonna be what I would carry. And now, just a disclaimer, just because you see it on this video, don't make it right for you. So take what I say with a grain of salt. I'll outline some of the features of the equipment that I use, but ultimately it's up to you on what you need for what you are trying to do. And without any further ado, let's get into the gear. So for starters, let's go with the bag. So I'm a big fan of timber bags. And now I know a lot of people use like Think Tank and Low Pro and all that. And I like those bags too. Well, I never had a Think Tank bag, but I have a Low Pro bag that I really like. But for this EDC, I wanted something that was not big. You know, I don't want one of them all day carry, 10 lenses and 2 camera bags. I wanted something I could carry a camera in, a few lenses, and I'm always ready to shoot. So I got this bag right here. This is the Timber Solace 10-liter sling. All right, you see it's a sling. It's got good padding in the back. Pocket here for your drinks or your tripod, because there's a strap here, so you put your tripod on it. I'm sorry. And yeah, so if we look inside, we have a good amount of space. All right, so we have a pocket here for your little rain shielding for when you're out in the rainy weather, so no water will get through to your camera gear. There are some, what are these called? These are just like partitions for whatever. You can go ahead and move them any way you want to fit your gear. And this is just how I have it set up. See, and it's a good amount of space there. I can get a camera and some lenses and all that. So we also have a slide here. It's pretty slim. You can fit, maybe your business cards, things that are more flat than rounded or spherical or whatever. You don't want to have anything like bulging. It looks better when it's flat. And so, you could probably fit like a 10-inch iPad. I'm not sure. I don't put an iPad in there. You definitely can't fit a laptop, but put a little something, a little tablet or whatever. So this is what I use now. I like it because it's lightweight, doesn't take up much space wherever I go. Usually take it with me to work. It's always in my car. I always have like a bag loaded with the things that I need, just in case I need to shoot. You never know. I was out yesterday, and I wanted to take some pictures of some flowers, which is odd that I'm really good at taking pictures of flowers, but yeah, it was on me, and I took good quality pictures, not just some camera phone pictures. All right, so next, let's get into the camera. All right, so this is what I use I use this a lot. I use this camera a lot, a lot. This is a Sony A7C. Now, for starters, let me let you know, I am a Sony fanboy. I'm not gonna lie, I love this Sony life, and I love what Sony is doing. The new cameras that are coming out, with the new cameras coming out. I love it. Not to take away anything from any other company, because I started with Canon. And when I started with Canon, all there was DSLRs, and Sony came out with the A7 III, and as soon as they came out with that A7 III, I jumped on board, and I haven't looked back since. So this is what I generally shoot with on a regular, really. The A7C, and why is because it's compact. It's just an all-around good camera. This case that I have on it, I really like because it made the grip beefier because I got big hands, so it made it beefier for me to hold on to. I love the articulating screen. Yeah, it's a really good camera. If you're just looking for something that's not too expensive and you get great quality out of it, yeah. So if you notice on my, this isn't a lens cap, but the cap for the camera, I don't know what it's called, sorry. But I put a flow code, it's called a flow code. If you go online, you look up flow code, and you can make a scan, whatever these things are called. You can make it to where, you know, if you're out and you get your business card, they can scan this cap and it'll take them straight to your website or to your a business card or whatever you have it set up for. Very good, because there's been a couple times when I ran out of business cards and this is all I had, and people were able to scan this and get to my website. All right, so now let's talk about lenses. So with this camera being so small, I wanted to make sure that I didn't put a lens that's too heavy. If you've done any research on the A7C, when you put a big lens on the front of it, it kind of makes it front heavy. So, and you feel it, you know, so I wanted to make sure I had some lenses that weren't too heavy, but could do the job. And so for those, I picked the 50mm 1.8, Sony 50mm 1.8. It's a solid lens. It takes great pictures. It's 1.8, so it's not like it's a you know, f4. You know, if I want to take some portraits or whatever, then this is good because I get good bokeh, I get good separation, and yeah, good depth of field. So, and this is not an expensive lens. And I say that comparatively to the other lenses, they can go up to $3,000, $10,000. This will cost you under $500, and is a good starter lens, really. Next lens is the 28 to 75 Tamron. I really like this lens. This is the first version. I believe they have a second version now, but this is the first version, and it works very good. As you can see, mine has taken some damage, but I'm always taking it with me. I'm always using it because, you know, I do love prime lenses, but I feel like you also need a zoom lens here and there for whatever you're using it for. If you're using it for an event, it's very helpful to be able to, you know, go through the different range of focal lengths in order to get that right picture. So this one right here, definitely if you're looking for a lens. Now this one I believe is around $900. I'd have to look. I bought it quite a while ago, but I keep it in my bag all the time. And my next lens is one I have been trying. So generally these are the only two that would be in my bag, but I started adding this one. This is the Sony 90mm G 2.8, I believe. Yes, 2.8, and macro lens. So I really want to get into some kind of macro photography. I don't want it to be like my sole kind of photography, but I do want to learn how to, you know, be good at it. So I recently took pictures at a wedding, and I had this lens, but I didn't know how to use it. So I wasn't able to get those nice, crisp, macro, you know, zoomed in shots that are real, you know, real crisp, sharp. So once I went through that, then I decided I need to learn how to use this lens, because next time I don't want to get caught in a situation where I don't know how to use it. So if you look at my Facebook, I have some new pictures of some flowers that I took pictures of, and they're good starter pictures, I must say. You know, next time I'll use a tripod and see what kind of results I can get from that. All right, so now the next thing I have is more accessory based, and these are just things to you know, help with your photography, like this ND filters. So with this camera, I decided to go with the over the sensor ND filters, and that's because I didn't want to add another case or something big into the bag. So I went with these over the sensor ND filters. These are by Case, and the thing I do like about them is if it's a real sunny day, with the shutter speed on the A7C being limited to 1/4000, you would need these in order to keep that, you know, the lowest aperture you want, yet get that, you know, beautiful picture. So you need these to bring that down. Put them sunglasses on that lens so you can bring down that shutter speed and get that picture you're looking for. So I went with these because, like I said, they're compact and they work very well. Now, you do have to be careful because you are very close to the sensor, and you don't want to mess that up. You mess up the sensor, you mess up the whole camera. There's no point you need to take the camera back. So you need to be careful. I generally like to put these on before the shoot and then in a controlled environment, so I'm not like out. You know, I took these out when I went and did a shoot on the beach. I already had the sensor on, or this ND on the camera before I got out there, because to go out there and expose my sensor, and I got all the elements out there, and try to, you know, put this on, it would have been a bad idea. So, you know, these, so yeah, look into those if you're looking for some NDs. All right, next I got this little case for my memory cards. Now again, you know, I got a little bag, so I want to make sure that I have something that's not going to be bulging out the sides and doing all that. So I got this little one, you know, the A7C, it only takes one memory card or SD card, so it's not like, you know, you need a whole bunch of SD cards. So this holds, I want to say this holds 4 SD cards, and this will get you through a day. I've never even used like a whole SD card where I had to change out and put a new SD card in. You know, my shoots are not that big, and usually I don't shoot more than 500 pictures. So, you know, and that's raw. I keep, you know, always shoot raw. Sometimes I shoot raw in JPEG, depending on what I'm trying to do. If a client wants a picture immediately, then it's good to have that raw and that JPEG, because they can get that picture, you know, right out the camera, and then I can go home and edit it. And you know, you need that raw when you're doing major editing, and if you happen to be cropping. Another thing I have in here, and this is the last thing. Oh no, this isn't the last thing. Second to last thing, I have a trigger. And this trigger is for the, so I shoot with Godox flashes. So this is a Godox trigger, and so I have like triggers at work because I take pictures, or not triggers, but I have flashes at work because I take pictures at work, and I have flashes here at home because I'll take pictures here. And so I want to make sure that I'm always prepared and have this trigger with me so that I can use those flashes. So yeah, I always keep one of these with me. And lastly, I'll have a battery charger. I'll keep a little slim battery charger in my bag just to make sure that I always have a charged battery, because you hate to get to in a situation where you don't have a battery. You know, I know that if I want to go shooting, I need, you know, 3 basic things. I need the camera body, I need a charged battery, I need a SD card, oh, I need 4 things, and also a lens. And as long as I have all those things, no matter what, I can shoot. Now, a buddy of mine told me, you know, what makes you a professional? And he told me that being able to adjust to whatever your situation is. So like for me, as long as I have a camera, I cannot have flashes, or I can, whatever. As long as I have my camera, my lens, my SD card, and my battery, I can adjust. And so, you know, I've watched channels and they've said, you know, like everything's not always going to be perfect for you. So you got to learn how to use what you have. And that is definitely, because I guarantee every time I go on a shoot, it's always something I forget. I don't forget those things, the body, the memory card, I have forgot an SD card before, and that sucked. But yeah, I try not to forget the main things, but you know, you're gonna forget something and you're gonna have to work around it. So, you know, just word of advice, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. You gotta do what you gotta do and make it right. Everyone has been in a situation where the conditions haven't been perfect and they were able to still put out a good product. And so that's a challenge, and that's a good challenge. So anyway, that is my EDC. I'll be coming out with some more videos. I want to come out with some more EDC videos because I have different bags for different situations. And so I want to come out with some more camera bag videos, some reviews, also some portrait, I think they're called portrait videos, something like that. But just basically, I want to use this channel as a channel where I just explore my cameras and do videos. Now, I also have another channel, Cali Hustle 619. Check that out, or it's Goal Chasers, but the channel is Cali Hustle 619, and the theme for the channel is Goal Chasers. And you know, I basically talk about my weight loss journey, which I'm working on, and also, you know, it's a motivational, inspirational channel to get you. It's just a feel-good channel, you know. I want people to feel good and get out there and do positive things. So with that being said, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned. All right, I'll talk to you later.